So not only can Constable Robinson be removed, each and every one of you can.
If he's not gone, we shut this place down.
Want to see something gross? This guy gets up and speaks. Clinton Jaws, this is the stuff that drives me crazy because you can't defend yourself as a police officer. While you're still working, you basically can't defend yourself. A police officer in Bella Bella, he gets called the worst word you could possibly be called. The word that everybody uses nowadays, the R word. That's what he is. He's rackism. They want him booted out of Bella Bella, the detachment. I called the cop. I spoke to him. He didn't say anything to me. I gave him my number. He didn't call me back. We never talked about it. I wanted to hear his side. Because you never hear the other side. You only hear the one side. I'm here to tell you the other side. I'm going to show you some video. Stick around. This cop made a couple of posts on Facebook. The band in Bella Bella lost their minds. Demanded that this cop get removed. And I'm going to show you rackism. But it's not from the RCMP. This is how I'm starting. It's important to start this way because I want you to hear one sentence. Did you know BC just launched a new racist hotline? Thousands upon thousands of, 2.7 million for the hotline. If you've experienced a traumatic thing, well, you could dial up this hotline. And I just about called them. Over what I seen in Bella Bella. Why not? Listen to this. The helpline will also collect anonymous data on where racist incidents occur, what groups they're targeting, and why they're happening. If a certain city has experienced a spike, then we will know that there is an issue that needs to be addressed. Remember this statement. A racist action against a person is the first way to deter that person from thinking that they belong. When I show you this video, I want you to remember that statement. This is why they're angry. Chief Marilyn Slut, this lady right here, says in a letter to Bella Bella that the officer posted racist texts and images. Slut's letter includes images of social media posts showing a white man wearing an Afro-style wig with caption saying, "Black and proud." Another post by the same man shows him wearing a colonial-style uniform in front of a Union Jack with comment, "Now, what's to be done about these pesky natives stirring up trouble in the colonies?" She demands that this cop be removed. Let's dissect these images. Number one. To me, it looks like he's playing. Oh my God, I can't even. This is so dumb. He puts on the uniform. He might be at Fort Langley. I don't know. But he puts on the uniform and acts the part. If you were at a play and a guy put on a uniform and had a gun and made this comment, would you have a problem? He's playing. He's playing a part. It's not something I'd go out and do right now. But he did this 9 years ago, guys, when he was a teenager. You want to know what he did 14 years ago? He put on a wig and he said, "Black and proud." No, that's racism. Can't do that. You can't do that. Then why do they sell afros? I went to a party not too long ago. People were wearing afros as a joke. Oh no, is that racism? Big deal. Unbelievable to me that this band would target this cop over something that he did when he was a teenager. They've got nothing better to do. Talk about babies. They should be embarrassed. Honestly, that you should be embarrassed that you got nothing better to do in your life. That you got to beat up on a police officer for something that he did when he was a teenager. When he was a kid. Unforgivable, right? Wow. Made the post before he was a cop. Do you understand this? What's wrong with feeling black and proud? You know, kids don't stand a chance with social media nowadays when you got people like this, these kind of groups, attacking somebody for doing something when they were a kid, a child. What did Slut say here? You can't believe it on first read. This is our home and we deserve to live in a home that is free of racism. Oh, really? Really? So you've never been? So what does this bored band do? Okay. I think it was even during the week. They all formed together. There's only 1,000 people in Bella Bella, guys, okay? They form together and they march. They march down to the detachment. and they have some demands. Let's watch a bit of it. This is something CBC would never show you. Wrong door, dummy. Hit the button all you want, he ain't coming out that way. Oh, there he is. By the way, I gotta give it to for this police officer. I gotta give it to him. I wouldn't have stayed out there that long.
Thank the Health Talk Nation for coming out today.
Quite the round of applause.
Earl and Gary.
Can you believe this? Black and proud. They're doing this because of childish comments. The entire town's there.
Health Talk and other Indigenous peoples have been subjected to colonial violence and systemic racism, including at the hands of the RCMP.
Of course.
Last week, we became aware of the racist social media posts by an RCMP officer.
No, it wasn't by an RCMP officer.
Stationed in Bella Bella here. Our leadership demanded his immediate removal, but the RCMP have not removed him from Bella Bella.
Well, we better, right?
He remains on active duty despite his posts, which have destroyed the community's trust in his and the RCMP's ability to safely serve and protect our community. We demand Constable Robinson's immediate removal from Bella Bella.
Yeah!
There is no place for racism or intolerance of any kind here in our community.
It was terrible what he did.
There is no place here for more violence against Indigenous peoples. And remove Constable Robinson now.
Where else?
We have a signed letter from our leadership and our community.
You know what's funny? What they don't realize is they're trying to do him a favor.
This racist, this person who has posted racist comments against people of color, against First Nations people, be removed from our community.
Okay, I'm the police officer. If I'm the police officer, if I'm still working, thank you very much. See you later. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but he sticks around.
Can't hear you back here.
Can't hear.
Sorry for that.
Can't hear you. Then move up, you dummy. If you can't hear it. I can't hear you over here. Well, listen harder.
So for the people's information, our elected Chief Marilyn Slett responded to the question
Don't call
about
her
if
that.
there's anything else that we can do. The officer responded that he would relay this message to his superiors.
Here's the thing. They send him out. He looks like a constable. I don't know for sure, but his bosses, they're not even around. I don't even get this. If they really just sent a constable out there, knowing that the march was happening, it was scheduled. They knew they were doing it. And they sent this poor bugger out. Oh, man. It's something the RCMP would do. I'm going on vacation, John. Can you handle it? Got to go pick up some batteries at Costco for the detachment. Want to see something gross? This guy gets up and speaks.
You, as RCMP members within the Health Nation territory, were guests.
We're guests. And you're a terrible host.
Our hereditary leadership and elected leadership have brought you in here as guests, and they can remove you as the ownership of our territory.
You're a guest, and you could be removed.
So not only can Constable Robinson and me be removed, each and every one of you can. This is to the men of the Hellship. So remember, you are a guest. And you will be removed if we need to remove you.
Will he be allowed to do any more shifts?
I just want to say this, I think that if this person's not gone by Monday, so we give a deadline Monday, if he's not gone, we shut this place down.
Well, Monday came and went, and they didn't. He was still there. It doesn't matter how good the RCMP are. We will always be the enemy. Always. We're guests. You can be removed. Isn't that racism? Do you remember that quote that I gave you at the start of this video? A racist action against a person is the first way to stop that person from thinking that they belong. You don't belong. You're a guest. You can be removed at any time. When you constantly tell groups that we're just a guest on your land, this is the result. The kids that I haven't even had yet, that haven't been born yet, are guests on this land. When you refer yourself as a guest, that's how you're treated. Of course, like you're back at home, living with mommy and daddy. You get in trouble for not making your bed. Anyway, they got their wish. The police officer got booted, got transferred. A week later, fastest transfer in RCMP history. And you better believe that is a gift.
What's that?